Okay, I think we are live. Hey guys, this is International Master John Bartholomew. Sorry for the delay here on the start. There was a problem with the settings on our Restream device or application that allows us to stream it to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, but I believe I was able to fix things. I had to go into the settings and do some digging, but I think I managed to fix things without breaking anything. So give me a little shout out if you guys can hear and see me. I hope everything is solid here. Greetings to everyone on YouTube, Twitch, Chess24, and also Facebook. I think we are good on Facebook as well. And again, sorry for the delayed start here. I hope you all are having a good weekend. We're good? All right. Got the go-ahead. Excellent. I like to see that. So, going to play some Banter Blitz. 3 or 5 minute games. You can challenge me. You have to be a premium member on Chess24 to challenge. And if you want to include an increment, you can. 1 or 2 seconds would be fine. Let's see what challenges we have in the queue. I'm going to start at the bottom, work my way up. Laugh, you're up first. Let's go for it, my friend. Hello, Mac, in the Chess24 chat. Hello to Jay Hamburg. I see some familiar faces around here. Let's play a Sicilian. All right, d3 on move 2. Restrained approach from white, close Sicilian. All right, I'll go for my usual setup, which is e6, knight e7, getting ready to castle. Nice flexible setup. VB Cardinal says it's a Midwestern IM. Yes, indeed. It's actually a fairly nice day here in the Midwest US. It's been pretty cold lately, but I have absolutely no complaints today. Laugh is also here in North America. He's flying that Canadian flag. All right, so he's off on this knight maneuver. I'm going to press forward with the queenside play. Okay, I could take on b2, although he'll take h6, so I think better to play my pawn forward. I've succeeded in filling the entire diagonal here from f8 to a3 with material. I like that. And he's baiting me to take here. I mean, I could, but my bishop is so nice. Take, queen takes, king h7. I guess I can block the diagonal after that, so let's do it. I hope I'm not running into any bishop takes h6 type issue here. I don't think I am, though. Yeah, he goes and attacks this pawn. Let's be extra solid, play knight g8. I don't want to give white the g5 square unnecessarily, so knight g8. Now he's coming after me here. I kind of like e5. Just visually, it seems like the thing to do. Open up my light square bishop towards g4. If white plays g5, I can lock things with h5. No piece hopping into g5. Yep, there might be a little bit of a lag on either Twitch or YouTube. Just a little bit of latency, but that usually happens. Okay, maybe f6 now. I know I said I didn't want to give him g5, but I think f6 makes a good deal of sense. But first, let's play knight d4. I feel like I can play f6 whenever I want. Let's just hop the knight in. I'll be following the YouTube and Twitch chat as well, in addition to the Chess24 chat. Thanks for joining, guys. Let's play bishop g4. Now I'm going to try to go after the c2 pawn now that white is captured on d4. I'm going to play rook c8, maybe queen c7, pile up against that pawn, if possible. Okay, knight f3. Let's play queen c7. Hello, Tall Little on Twitch. Also, Blade Master. I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Greetings to Sorner on YouTube. Also, Frank Stewart, thanks for the heads up. Okay, rook c8. I mean, the position was fairly closed, and white has the knight pair, but unfortunately for white, there's no good place to land those knights. Yeah, now I'm in great shape. I'm double attacking the knight on f3. Queen takes c2 is coming up. Looking bleak for white here. And this will be a piece. I see that Magnus is doing a Banter Blitz tomorrow. You guys excited for that? He's probably going to have a bajillion challenges to work through. Wonder how long he's streaming for. Thanks, Chris. Says, hey, John, enjoying watching as usual. Glad to see your head has healed up. Yes, I had a cut on my head last time I was streaming. I forgot about that. The mysterious cut. Rook takes d3. I think that's possible. Yeah, exploit the pin on the pawn. Queen f1 makes sense. Now let's just play rook c3 and overload white's defensive c2. And no rook f7. That rook is pinned. Okay, he's insisting on rook f7. I'm thinking if I can play d3 here and allow it. d3, rook f7 check, king h8 takes. I take e2 with check. It's not really necessary, though. Just play king g7 and guard the f7 square. No reason to take outsized risks when you're already well ahead. Let's take. Let's take with the queen. I'll play king h7. Thanks to those of you who tuned in on Monday, by the way. I had a match with David Anton Guijarro in the Banter Blitz Cup. Laugh, thanks for the game. Appreciate it. Oh, Fight Like Magnus. Hey, this is a new course. You guys actually can't see that on stream, but there was a little pop-up from Chess24 about the Fight Like Magnus course that we have on Chessable, written by international master Krzysztof Sielecki, based on Magnus Carlsen's play with the Sveshnikov Sicilian. So if you haven't checked that out and you're interested in the Sicilian, or you think you would like to just see what it's about, that particular line, go take a look at it on Chessable. So thanks for the game, Laugh. Yeah, I think your knight maneuver was a little bit too slow going over to the king side. And let's say around about here when I played a4, I think you should play a move like rook b1 at this juncture so you can meet a3 with b3 and you overprotect b2. All right, Nickname Master, you're up next. 3+2 game. Let's rock and roll. Kramnik student says, not many can challenge Carlsen. We all can play him, though. Yes. Has he lost in Banter Blitz before? I assume he's lost a couple times. Let's actually play Krzysztof's repertoire. So looking for a Sveshnikov. Trying to fight like Magnus. I don't rightly know what I'm doing here, but I can pretend. Let's play knight b8. There's knight b8 or knight e7. Queen f3. He instantly played queen f3. So if I play a6, he can play queen a3. That's always an idea white can try, but I think I can just play bishop e7 there. I don't see the issue, so let's play it. Yeah, he's pinning for me for the moment. Ooh, bishop g5. Okay. So I could play f6 here and drive away the bishop and then castle. He seems very confident. He seems like he knows what he's doing in this position. I could take b5, and after he takes a8, I take g5. He takes b8. Really not sure about the outcome of that operation, though, so doesn't seem like something you should you should go into when your opponent's playing instantly. And if I take g5, he takes d6, and he will get a discovery. Although I can play king d7 there, can't I? King d7 is rather interesting. You know what? Let's gamble. Let's see what you got. Knight takes d6, king d7. I want to see what this is all about. Knight takes f7. I was thinking just queen e7. Or queen f8 may be better. Queen f8. Oh, no, but then he can trade. Okay. Maybe queen e7. I need to keep my bishop on g5 defended. This is going to get messy, but interesting. So I was asking if Magnus has lost in Banter Blitz before. Queen e7, just checking if something like queen a4 is going to mess with me. Ooh, actually, that very well may be a good move. I'm noticing that d6 is a problem. What did I get myself into here? I mean, queen f8 is a bailout move. I'd really prefer not to play that, though. Because queen f8, he can trade and take g5. Queen e7, queen a4 is pretty much just winning for him, though, I think. Because of king c7, d6. That's an important tactical point. Yeah, I don't think I will survive in that case. Bishop d2, not working. I may have to play queen f8 and just grovel here. Looks so awful. But queen e7, queen a4, I can't find a good solution to that. b5, bishop takes b5, pawn takes b5, queen takes b5, king c7, d6, tick, tick. I actually have 3 minor pieces for the queen there, but my king is way too open, I feel. And now I have 20 seconds left. I think I have to play this, unfortunately. All right, so gonna need a Scandi swindle here with my 14.7 seconds. Gonna need a Sveshnikov swindle. That's what I'm really gonna need. All right, let's step here. Knight c5, I'll play b6. Try to kick his knight away. If I can complete my development, maybe his king is a little bit exposed. You guys like to see me in massive time pressure anyways, don't you? I know you do. Okay. Well, now I might get some counterplay. I'm attacking c4. If b3, I have b5. I also have bishop takes, and then rook takes f2 if I want it, but I would prefer not to play that. Ooh. Hello. This might be bad for white. Looks bad. After trade king d2, I can play rook c2 check and go take a2 at minimum. He perhaps got a little overexcited at my time pressure, which, admittedly, things were looking bad, but I think if he had slowed down a little bit, he would have came up with something better there. Let's take. I think he should have gone to e3. That looks more constructive. But now, I'm right back in the action. He has big coordination problems. Bishop c2 is a threat. Yeah, I like this bishop c2 move. Attack b3. Cuts off his rook. And let's go after this bishop. Obviously, I don't want to play bishop takes b3 and allow rook c8 mate. So let's go after his bishop. If bishop h3, maybe rook e4 and bishop d3. Perhaps. Okay, there I was thinking this move. Also might be able to play rook e4, bishop d3 here, but I'm just going to go eliminate that d6 pawn. That seems most prudent, especially with time being a potential issue. An existing issue. That way I'll never get mated with a rook c8 move. Okay, now let's take. And I'm going to go here and get this, attacking that pawn on f2. I think he's in big trouble. If he checks, I don't see an issue. I can play king e8, for instance. Yeah, let's go there. And now on rook g1, maybe h5, deflection. His bishop is only very tenuously guarding that rook on this diagonal, and I have f5 and e6 covered. All right. Thank you for the game, Nickname Master. I think I fell into some opening prep there. Like I said, I mean, when the guy plays queen f3, queen a3, bishop g5 very quickly. I know there are a lot of tricks like this in the Sveshnikov, but if you can tell that I have not studied Christoph's course yet, well, you probably know so at this point. But yeah, I mean, I guess f6 would be the safe move here. But I couldn't resist taking on g5. But the major tactical issue I ran into, my original intention was to play queen e7 here, reckoning that if there's a trade of queens and white takes h8, that this knight is probably going to be lost. Let's say I played bishop f5, knight d7. Probably that knight will be lost in the future. But then I realized on queen e7, he can play queen a4 check. This is not the sort of line you want to be stumbling around in a blitz game when your opponent is prepared. But the idea is after king c7, he has d6. Yeah, and I think I'm busted there. I saw that I could play b5 here. Bishop takes b5, a takes b5, queen takes b5 check. Now king c7. He still has this d6 move, though. And I have 3 minor pieces for the queen, but I think after, say, rook d1, I must be losing with my king being so exposed. Queen takes e5 is an issue as well. So I wasn't liking that. Thanks for the game, though, Nickname Master. Let's play Onam next. Hello, Onam. Ah, yeah, Nickname Master in the chat says, thanks for the game. I learned in the course. Normally play f6. Okay, yep. Let's play e4 here against Onam. Yes, fortunately there was an increment in that last game. Kramnik student. Dr. Robert, to challenge me, my username is John Bartholomew. And you have to be premium on Chess24 in this stream. All right, let's play aggro here. I'll play f4. I'm going to play a3 now. I saw this in a New in Chess article way back in the day. The idea of a3, it looks really weird, is to meet c5 with d takes c5. When, if black plays queen a5 after that, you can play b4. Which if white were to play knight f3 on move 5 instead of a3, one of the main moves is c5 for black with that exact idea. D takes c5, queen a5. Hello to Beyond Filters on YouTube. He says, when are we going to see the Play Magnus series come back? Good question. Yeah, I've been meaning to revive that for a while. It's overdue, isn't it? Okay, knight a6. Not worried about the knight coming to b4 or anything. I think e5 is the principled move here, so I'm going to play that. And should I attack here? Let's do it. h4. h4, h5. Let's lever this position open. And now I'll play bishop d3. Maybe be able to play e6 and bishop takes g6 after that. Oh, I gotta go for this. This is too tempting. 2 points of contact. Attacking the knight, attacking the pawn on f7. If I get to win that juicy g6 pawn, I'm in business. And if black moves the knight instead, well, I would still take f7, play knight g5 maybe. Yeah, this position feels like it's going to be tough for black to hold, but not completely clear yet. Let's play d5. Try to knock this knight out of f6. E takes d5, knight takes d5. Plays bishop e6, okay. Do I want to take? c4 looks be a little more aesthetically pleasing. Not sure, though. Let's try it. c4. I'd like to play knight g5 next. Takes with the knight. Ooh. Okay. Okay, bishop g4. Yeah, solid defense. Let's play f5 here. Bishop takes f5, bishop takes h5, being the idea. That was a smart idea by him to take d5 with the knight and play bishop g4. Definitely a positive development for black. Play queen d3. I think he might be fine now, though, honestly. Yeah, in fact, I have to be careful here. Yep, queen d7, attacking f5. Exactly. Because f5 is a really important pawn. If I lose that, all bets are off. And I am going to be losing that pawn, so all bets will be off here. All right, I'm going to play f6 to try to confuse the issue. I don't see what else to do. But not particularly liking this. Let's go here. Yes, the Twitch title does still say Hamburg FIDE Grand Prix Final. Game 2 live commentary. Sorry about that. The title should be correct elsewhere. Okay, he plays rook f8. Let's castle queenside. Has to be done. And now bishop f5, yep. Looking to kill some of my counterplay. Okay, now I can take e7. Probably should play that. Attacks the rook, attacks the pawn on d6. Betrades queens. I have d5 defended. I might actually be able to change that title. Let me see if it's possible. Okay, rook f5, hitting this pawn. If I take here, he takes d5. Let's try to preserve the d5 pawn for now and still attack d6. Good game by Onam. He's giving me a run for my money here. Knight b5. Okay, maybe a4, kick the knight away. He can come into d4, I suppose. What else? Now let's play a4. See what he does about that. Rook e8, counter-attacking move. Okay. Good move once again. I'm going to go here. Just take. And bring this in. Certainly got to watch my time now, though. I'm trying to go on the counterattack. Bring the king up. Onam. He's playing some good moves here. Let's take that. Now I gotta back this off. Ugh. I do not like it. I'm trying to get some counterplay going, but not easy. Oh, man. This is really not easy. Attack this pawn. I'm doing my best. Let's go here. Looking for tricks. Okay, that's one trick. He's still fine, I think. Yeah, he plays the correct move there. Well, now let's try to get my king all the way up. If I am able. Maybe I'm not able. Step here. This is a crazy game. Try to take. Now let's get everything defended before I attempt to move pawns. Step here. Oh no, he lost on time. Yeah, oh man. I think he's winning this endgame though. Queen against the two pawns and the bishop. Very well played, Onam. Really well played. Yeah, you reverse things nicely from, I'd say, about this point forward. So when I played c4, you found a great response here. Knight takes d5, pawn takes d5, bishop g4, wedging that bishop in. Probably f5 is overambitious on my part, but I was already not liking my position so much. Yeah, and I tried to trick you in the endgame, but I think you held on pretty nicely. You know, maybe here, I know you were in time pressure, maybe bishop c7 is just a cleaner way to play. Although I guess I can try to march my king in. King c4, king b5, king c6, although even that looks too slow. But yeah, well played here. Tough one. Sorry for the flag. Okay, let's play Area 51 is next. What a game indeed. Yes, that was a really difficult one. You guys are bringing the heat today. Giovanna says, Onam is always playing much better than his Chess 24 rating. Yeah, good player. Okay, Area 51, what do I want to do against you? Let's play Knight F3. I'll play the main line. What are you, a Slav guy? Shevchenko Slav? All right, let's play E3. Okay, H3. Try to take the bishop pair. And now B5. Let's go here. And I will play C5, stopping any bishop B4 business. These setups are pretty reliable for black, though, no doubt. White has the bishop pair, but not exactly easy to exploit that. Okay, so I'm thinking about pivoting my knight to e2 and trying to open up the queen side in some capacity. I think that would be the normal-ish plan here. Whether black lets me do that, yeah, a5, that's a good move, because now if a4, he can keep it closed. So that's kind of the issue. Maybe knight g3 now. I could try for f3. And he plays h4. Interesting. Or h5, rather. Well, here, I kind of feel like I have to play f3 if I want to get some counterplay. h4, knight h1. Pawn takes, I'll take with the queen, and my e4 square might be a little weak, but at least his knight is glued to f6, so if he moves it, he would lose the f7 pawn. Okay, bishop h6. Interesting. I would love to get in e4. That would be a spectacular pawn advance to achieve, but I need to prep it. So let's go rook d1. Just defend my bishop. I also need to keep in mind that this is a no increment game. Okay, e4, trade. h4. Kind of missing the mark. Could play e4 take and then e5, but I'm not totally convinced by that. Although actually, that might be interesting. He backs his bishop up. I'm going to play h4. This move is anti-positional, but I'm playing it in order to try to force through e4 when my knight can stay on this square. I really don't know about giving up control of g4, though. That might be suspect. We'll find out. But the die has been cast. Let's do it. Oh, no. Did the stream go away? Still seems to be good on my end. So I hope that's not the case. Okay, let's take. All right, so now if he takes, I take with a bishop, and I'm on c6. He is defending f7, so maybe he'll just do that and play rook c8. Trying to stay solid. Feels like I should have some way to break through here. d5, for instance, but that's not working yet. I'm going to play kind of aggressive here. I'm going to take on g4 and try to go h5. Also, don't have a lot of time. This has to be done. We got to find a way through. All the pieces in the attack. Maybe rook g2 coming up. I'm going to keep this on board. Very interesting position that I wish I had more time to explore. Let's go here. Trying to open up the file. This rook is hanging now. I can trade if he wants. He will. I think I'm just going to lose on time now. Yeah, too slow. Too slow. Okay, good game, Area 51. Oh, I played him before. Yeah, we did play in one of the previous Banter Blitzes. Thanks for the game. I thought maybe I had some chance against your king, but too slow on the clock for sure. This is an interesting position. I thought maybe you should play h5 somewhere right around here, but I was unable to crack the setup that you had. I feel like this is a critical position. where you're defending c6. But yeah, couldn't find a way through. Bishop takes g6 or something like that. d5 looked a little too reckless. All right, who's up next? Let's play with Jay Homburg. Good luck to you, sir. Let's play d4 again. Hello, Z Nation on Twitch. Tough Banter Blitz for me so far today. Let's play the main line. I'll play Queen A4 check. I dabble in this variation. I actually played this against Ding Loren in the Pro Chess League last year. It's quite the experience. Yes. No perfect Banter Blitz record. Stream is still fine? Okay, good. Knight c6. I don't think I'm going to take that pawn. I just don't want to fall too far behind in development, so let's just play knight f3. Let's play bishop g5. This move's always annoying. Pressure against e7. And I'll play bishop e2. b6, let's castle. Knight a5 I think is very likely. Pull the queen back here. I'm happy here. I have a good center. Bishop a6 looks a little irritating for him. Let's go and attack that rook. And then I'm going to centralize one of my rooks. Rook d1, for instance. Should I worry about b5? That's just crossing my mind now. I might want to take action against b5, so let's go here. So that would trap in my bishop on the side of the board. He would threaten rook b6. Knight e5, perhaps. Knight d2. Queen e2 comes to mind. Maybe queen e2. I don't think knight b3 is that big of a deal. I'll just play rook d1. Ruizy, I'm just going down the list. So there's quite a few challenges right now, unfortunately. Well, it's fortunate, but I say unfortunately because you might not get in if you challenge now. Let's play h3. Have the two bishops. Looking for bishop b5. E5 seems like an annoying move. I think I like this one because it attacks b7. Also blocks his dark square bishop. Queen c7, solid. If e6 takes bishop f4, guess that's not much. Plays e5. Let's bring this rook over. Looks annoying to play black, though, here. Against white's two bishops. Consistent pressure. e6. Bishop b5 comes to mind, for sure. Maybe rook e1 first, though. Because I'm thinking I might want to play pawn d5 in the future. So rook e1 just overprotecting e5 is helpful. And he would like to put a rook on d8, but given my bishop on h4, I mean, if I can get him to commit to g5, that feels like a concession. Okay, so knight d8. Can play bishop b5, rook f8. And then maybe d5. Yeah. I see a little tactic. Rook f8, d5. And if he plays bishop takes e5, I can play rook takes e5, queen takes e5, bishop g3 with the skewer. And now take with the rook. Try to go rook d7. He could put his knight on e6 to perhaps try to stabilize, but rook d7 looks very annoying. Maybe just go take a7 after this. There's also on queen c8 the move bishop e7. I should probably consider that too. Bishop e7, rook e8, bishop d6. He has knight g5. Although my bishops are kind of dominating there. But let's play this first. I see no reason not to. Kicks my bishop away. Bishop d7 is now mapped by queen d8. So yeah, let's go back. And now I could perhaps play bishop d3, queen f5, and try to threaten mate on h7, because this diagonal is now kind of weak for him. Rook a8. I'd like to keep my rook on the 7th rank. So I would prefer not to trade. But where to put the rook? Let's go rook e7. And if queen d8, maybe rook d7 with tempo. But I still have aspirations of creating a battery against h7. Okay, knight c7. Again, could just play bishop d3 here. Let's do it. Allows him to take a4, although that looks pretty dangerous for black. Somehow. Somehow, I'm not exactly sure. Rook takes c7, queen takes c7, queen f5. Threatens mate, but he can move his rook. Then I have e6 type moves thereafter. Man, that's starting to look really precarious for black. I don't know that it's a win, though, for white. I kind of want to go for it, though. It looks so good. e6 also looks pretty darn tempting. I think I'm going to play e6. And if knight takes e6, then queen f5. Black should not be able to hold there. So if pawn takes e6 here, I could play rook takes c7 for one thing. But also moves like queen h5 just look crushing. Too many threats. Yeah, so here it's threaten mate on h7. And if he moves the rook, I have queen takes f7. Yeah, take. And where is the killer blow here? Could take on e6, bishop e5, something artistic like that. Bishop e5 looks pretty nasty. I'm going to play that way. Get as many pieces involved as possible. Jay Homburg, thanks for the game. Yeah, you're lacking some counterplay in the middle game, I think. So, I had the two bishops, some consistent pressure. All right, who's up next? Edward Popa is next. 2709. Let's do it. Good luck. 5-minute game here. Hello, Conti Yellow. Yes, I'm a co-founder of Chessable. Co-founded it at the end of... What do I want to play here? Let's play D5. End of 2015, and we launched early 2016. Thanks for using our site, which has, since we co-founded it, been acquired by Play Magnus Chess24. Okay, let's play D takes C4. Play my Slav. The usual, bishop F5. I think knight E5 is the most testing here, theoretically. Yeah, I'm always torn what to play against this move. I'll play E6 and offer the bishop sack variation. F3, bishop B4, bishop takes E4. This leads to some interesting stuff. Bishop D2 is the main move here. There's also queen F3. Playing some chess, says ordinary Twitch name. How did you know? How did you know? Oh, queen F3. Oh, man, he's going to test my memory on this variation. Let's see if I remember how this goes. Queen takes F7, king D8. This is supposed to be very drawish. But it's been a while since I've looked at this. Yeah, there's a perpetual that black can give with their queen and their knight coming up. But I do remember looking into this, and there was a way for black to play on if they wanted. That was quite unclear. But again, the details are very sketchy in my head right now. Don Williams says, what a weird opening. It does look weird, right? It's all theory, though. Again, queen F3 is kind of an ambitious move by white. Well, okay, not ambitious. It's a tactically sharp move that actually can terminate the game right away, because it could lead to a draw, but it does look a little crazy. In the main variation of this, if white plays bishop d2 on move 10 instead of queen f3, it leads to a piece for 3 pawn situation. Very complicated. There's been lots of games played. He's thinking a long time here. I don't know if this should make me feel good or nervous. I don't believe there's an increment, so he's going to be under 2 minutes soon. People are catching on that the way to beat a Banter Blitzer is to play sharp. Go for complications. Wait, doesn't this just lose for white? Bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3, queen f2 check, king d1, knight takes c3 mate. I think he's just getting mated here. Yeah, I'm quite certain that that was not the move. Nice little checkmate, too. Okay, well, I will take that when my 2,700 rated opponent goes into the tank here on move 12, takes a minute 43 seconds, and then allows me to checkmate him. But, yeah, how does it go? It goes, I'm really struggling to remember. Is it bishop g5? Bishop g5, knight takes g5, and then queen takes g7? Maybe someone can tell me in the chat if you know this variation. I think it is bishop g5, knight takes g5, then queen takes g7. So you want to deflect black's knight. But yeah, playing queen takes g7 first is a bit of an issue when black's knight is helping out on f2. Also, if white plays king e2 here, then I have queen d3 mate. Oh no, queen d3 is not mate. Their knight is covering that. Just kidding. Queen d3, knight takes d3, pawn takes d3. I guess I could go take their queen, but there's probably something better here. If queen f2, king d1, I still don't see a mate. Queen e1, king c2. White's escaping. I guess the safest move of all in this position would be queen takes e5. Yeah, that's just a way to play up material. Takes, and black is up a piece here. And pawns. Yeah, defending the rook. If white plays queen takes on b7, then knight c5 wins the house. Edward Popa says, I really don't know the line. I'm so amazed by the line. Didn't see that mate. Yep, gotta look that up. But I'm pretty sure you just neglected to throw in bishop g5 check before taking on g7. Okay, thanks for the game. Who's up next here? Let's play Chicago Dave. Hello, Chicago Dave. I think I know who Chicago Dave is. Yeah, he's a longtime viewer of my channel. Good luck. He's usually an e4 player. All right, we got to play a Scandi today, right? Got to get in at least one Scandi game. I'll play queen a5. The annoying d3 variation. The restrained approach. Yeah. Black does have to be careful here, no doubt. I'm going to fianchetto my bishop. You got to be careful about moving your light square bishop out in this line. It gives white some tactical opportunities, so I'm going to turtle up a little bit. Let's see which way he castles. Castles short. Okay. Let's play b6. I'm going to fianchetto the other bishop now. See how he reacts. Knight e5, yep. Makes sense. Now I got to watch stuff on f7, no doubt. So, for instance, if I play knight bd7, it's inviting knight takes f7. So probably don't want to play that. Let's go knight d5. This is always a handy way to block up white's play. Also stops bishop f4. Why aren't you a grandmaster? Don't have the rating nor the norms. That's the textbook answer. Okay, let's play knight d7 now. I feel better about playing knight d7 now that knight takes f7, rook takes f7. White's light square bishop is not involved. It'll be easier to defend. And if knight takes d7, I'll probably take with a queen. But I'll be attacking d4 is one nice thing there. Plays bishop takes d5. Interesting. I guess he wants bishop f4. That would be my prediction here. Let's take... Is knight b5 going to be an issue if I do that? No, I think it's fine. Let's take this way. Knight b5, I wonder if I can play queen takes c2. Okay, so he goes bishop here. I feel like this endgame is fine for me. I'm going to play it. He might take with the pawn and play for an attack. I don't know. He does. Yeah, because the endgame was looking a-okay, I think. And now knight b5 could be a potential plan for white. I'm looking at queen c4 here. Other than he could take, and my pawn is a little bit stranded. Let's play bishop d7. And I'll look to play rook c8. Maybe break with f6. Remains to be seen. I might do this move, but let's first make it so his knight has a hard time maneuvering. Okay, interesting. I was expecting rook d4 for some reason. Let's play queen c4 now. Take, take. I'm just really trying to prevent this situation where the knight does come to d4, and I have an idea here. So if he trades and plays knight to e2, I'll play rook e4 and try to attack this pawn on e5. Okay, so he plays queen e3. Now maybe f6? Striving for counterplay. Let's try it. What age did I start playing chess? I started at age 8. And I think I played my first tournament when I was about 10. Okay, rook d4. Queen c5 looks natural here. Try to pin his rook. And now next I could play the capture on e5 followed by rook f5 and double up. Frank Stewart doesn't like f6. He says f6 gives it a dubious mark. Well, Ben Feingold would not approve, that's for sure. He says never play f6. Okay, queen d2. He's keeping good control here. Good positional control. Thinking about b5. b5, try to go b4. Ah, I gotta watch knight takes d5, though. Knight takes d5 could be a threat. So maybe rook c7. Let's overprotect the bishop. And h4. He's throwing his h-pawn at me. All right. All right, it's go time. Let's try to threaten b4. I need some counter pressure here. Interesting position. He could try h5 and just ignore what I'm doing on the queen side. I don't know, though. It's quite unclear. Plays rook e2. Okay, so he's playing it kind of strategic, solid. But I feel better now that I get this in, because maybe bishop b5 will be my answer when he moves the knight. Oh, knight e4. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, knight e4 is possible. Take, rook takes d7. Do I take e5 at that point? Really make it a messy position. I could also play queen takes e5 here, although I'm a little less thrilled about that. Maybe take and then queen takes e5, huh? That might be the way to play. Got to play faster, too. Down on the clock. Complicated scenario. I'm going to play rook b8. He can take e4 now. Looks about even. Let's take. Yeah, level endgame. Centralize my king. Let's go here. Rook d7, I'll give a check. And if he takes, I'm going to go rook g4. Still looks very even. Okay, now I could play g5, though. I get two connectors. Let's get behind this guy. And, ooh, good move. Good move. Once again, time is not my friend. Trying my best here in this time scramble. He'll give a check, most likely. Attacking his pawn. Okay, this will be a draw. I'll offer it. Oh! Oh, I lost on time. Alright, it was time scramble at the end. It happens. Good game, Dave. 94 was a nice resource. I missed that move. Where was it? It was later in the middle game. Move 27. Yeah, 94 right here. Makes things dynamic. I'm up a pawn in this position, but it's hard to hold. Queen b7 attacks both the pawns. I mean, I could play f5. He takes b4. Looks very unclear. So, yeah, I think this just led to a level endgame. Maybe you could have played rook c4 and tried to go to the 7th rank here if you wanted, but yeah, I think for the most part it was pretty even at this point. Okay, thanks for the game. Let's play Popter next. 2240. Good luck, Popter. Yeah, I wasn't able to keep my connected pawns either. The g5 and f5 pawns. Let's play a Sicilian. Maybe a Smith-Morra. Go knight c6, g6, bishop g7. This is how I usually like to play against this. I dare you not to play the Scandi. I accepted that dare. Anyone know where Jan has been? He's disappeared for a while. Well, he is working on a course for Chessable. So maybe that's eating up some of his time lately. Okay, let's play knight f6. Sometimes I like to delay the development of the kingside knight here because you can try to play bishop takes c3 if they bring the knight out, but it's getting time to castle, so I'll do so. b6, bishop b7 coming up, double fianchetto. I generally don't mind playing these middle games. White does get the d5 square for their knight, and you have to debate as black whether you want to play e6 or not and drive that knight away. So that's one potentially tricky decision, but for the most part, yeah, I don't mind these middle games. Attack their bishop, expecting bishop b1. No. White is letting me take that bishop if I want. I think I will. Okay, let's play rook c8. Don't mind grabbing the bishop pair. White has a little bit more space. Upload his flagging repertoire. Oh, does he talk about flagging a lot? I was not aware of that. Okay, e6. He's going to move the knight back, and I have issues with d6. So if I want to play e6, I have to prepare it. Queen d7, it would be interesting to play bishop takes b6, but then e6 looks pretty good. So I'm going to play queen d7. When is the 100 endgames video coming out, and why 100 endgames and not endgame manual? Well, yeah, I'm making the videos for 100 endgames you must know right now. And even the 100 endgames, it's more than 100 endgames, really, because there are alternative positions and additional lines. It's quite a task, let me tell you. It's probably going to be about 250 videos when I'm all done with it. So Dvoretsky's endgame manual, making the videos for that thing would be insane. Not saying we won't do it, but that would be 100 endgames times 5 or 6 probably. But yeah, that's what I've been working on lately, is the 100 endgames. 100 endgames you must know. It'll probably come out, I would say, mid-December. Okay, so he might use the b5 square, is what I'm realizing here. Let's play queen e7. I just want my queen off this file. Also, maybe controlling g5 is nice. Oh, and he's attacking both of the pawns. I said the move that he's going to play, and I've responded poorly. I don't know why I didn't play a6 and put a stop to this. Now I have to try to tactically muck things up, which I'm not sure I can even do at this point. What to do to create maximum confusion here? It's not simple. I'm going to play... really not sure. That was a costly mistake, I think. I will play bishop a6. I'm going to let him take d6 rather than a7. Just have to... Whoops. I meant to go rook d8. I was going to say, just have to play down a pawn, but I guess I'm going to play down an exchange plus a pawn. Man, this is a rough Banter Blitz, guys. Now I really have to try to make something happen here. How about a nice queen sack for max confusion? If I saw one that would make sense, you might have a point. Let's play queen c5. Maybe some knight f3 shots in an ideal world, but not counting on it. Yeah, bishop a6, trying to make something happen in a bad position. Wasn't sure what to do. It was either lose the d pawn or the a pawn. Oh, he repays the favor. That was a massive blunder. We gotta watch this bishop. Actually, after takes, I can even take the bishop on g5 first with check. Maybe he was feeling bad for me. So he just gave back the game. All right, and he resigned. Thanks, Popter. I don't think we can say too much positive about either of our play there. Well, you were doing well up until queen d4. You were playing great. Thank you for the game. Okay, Don William, you are next, sir. 21.95, let's do it. Good thing I swindled a victory there because I would have been sub 2,800 had I lost that. Let's see. What do I want to play this time? Let's play a Caro-Kann. See what Don William plays against the Caro. Gurganidze. Knights should be banned from the board. Well, if you have a knight, you have a chance, as I always say. Hey, Nicola, thanks for the subscription on Twitch, on the Chess24 Twitch channel. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Nicola. Okay, let's play knight h6 here. I don't mind playing against this setup. This is classic Gurganidze stuff. Definitely don't mind playing this. You have nice squares on f5 and g4 for your pieces as black. Plays bishop d3. Okay, so I could play bishop f5 here. I think would be the normal thing to do. Could also play something like knight a6. Knight a6 is interesting too. Just to menace knight b4. Sometimes you can pivot your knight back to c7. Is a good place for it. And go to e6 in the middle game. I'm going to do that. Let's play bishop g4. And on knight f3, I think I'll play knight f5, which will give white some potential issues with their d-pawn. Popter says, how could I play queen d4? It's 11 p.m. here and I have a hangover. Is my only excuse. Thank you, John. Yes, thank you for the game. Yeah, that was a brutal move, man. He takes it. Okay. Let's take. Okay. Definitely don't mind my position at this point. Bishop e3. Think about knight c7. Yeah, let's go knight c7. He'll probably end up castling kingside, I imagine. He might play knight h4. Knight h4, I'm thinking about bishop e4. Wedging the bishop in there. Looks interesting. Let's play b5. Grab some space on the queen side. Again, I don't think he's going to castle over here. He'll probably go short, but looks helpful to grab that space for the future. He does castle. Okay, I'll play h5. Not so much because I'm hoping to pawn storm and mate white, but just gives me some options. Like I could play bishop g4 here, for instance, which I think I will do. Attack their queen and maybe e6 to follow. Although then that means my knight can't reach the e6 square, so it's a bit double-edged in that sense. But let's play it anyways. h3, I'll play bishop f5. And if he takes it, maybe I take with the e-pawn and then try to put the knight on e6. That's actually a pretty typical plan for this structure. And then bishop f8, e7, try to reactivate the bishop. I guess in this exact position, I'm technically threatening bishop takes c2. Well, maybe. I gotta be careful about c-file stuff, but I was just thinking white's queen was a little overworked, trying to guard the pawn, guard the knight. But if I get to play bishop takes c2, queen takes c2, yeah, he must be looking at that. I'm not sure it was a threat, though, because white has knight takes b5 at the end. Okay, so here I'm thinking about this repositioning. Bishop f8, going to e7. I'm going to do it. I'll be curious if he retains the knight or if he trades it. I feel like he's going to retain it. He hasn't taken my bishop yet. He's instead defended his knight, so he might feel a certain attachment here. And I think he sees that if he takes it, I do get to take with a pawn, and I don't mind the double pawns one bit. Okay, knight e2. Bishop e7, as advertised, attack that knight. Yep, and he does keep it. Okay, so I could play h4 here, which stops him from playing stuff like knight g3. I also might be able to play rook h5, perhaps. Let's do that. Tangled position. Again, not uncommon for this line. And now, where is the play going to gravitate? Queenside, maybe? I do have to watch my h4 pawn. He could play some sort of long-winded plan here, like king h1, knight g1, knight f3 to try to attack h4. Ooh, he's going to make this sharp, though. I don't know about that decision, though. He takes with the knight here, but I'm actually pretty happy to see that, I think. As he creates weaknesses for himself. Again, if he takes here, taking with the e-pawn, I'm going to get that super knight on e6, probably after a bishop takes g5 move. Oof. Yeah. I'm really liking this now. Bishop takes g5, knight e6. This is like mega solid for black, with attacking possibilities too. Probably start hammering this h-pawn. Let's play king d7 here. Rook h5, queen h8. Maybe I'll even triple. Ooh, he wants to open this baby up. Fair enough. I'll play the thematic move. He's going to dispute me down the file. Let's play... Let's just move the queen out. I don't know if I want to go after the h-pawn quite yet. Because I can also play now on the queen side. I can maybe play queen b7, trade, and then rook. The other rook coming over to a8. I have almost everything on a light square. Almost playing checkers here. Okay, he just resigned. Yeah, very tough position to play. Thanks for the game, Don William. Yeah, I think the structure certainly doesn't favor you. I know you're spending a lot of time, but that structure when black gets to take with the e-pawn looks very good. All right, let's get in a couple last games here. The Mechanic is next. 2027. Oh, Ruizi, you'll probably be our last game of the day, so you're in luck. Signy says, read the comments to prove you're not a deep fake robot. Hopefully that's your answer. Okay, knight c6, the Nimzowitsch defense. I'm going to play knight f3. Nice and flexible. This is always an interesting little situation. Let's play d5. Let's attack that knight. We'll probably play knight b8. Yup. Okay, bishop d3. This bears a serious resemblance to d4 openings. Benoni type position. Black played c5. Identical to a Benoni. It's castle. Knight c5. I'll play the bishop back to c2. Here. Maybe gear up for e5 in the future. We'll see. First retain the bishop. Bishop f4 looks most natural here. Lots of natural plans. e5, queen d2, whereupon I could play bishop h6 after that. If he plays knight b6 here, okay, he plays e5. That's probably a decent move. Yeah, definitely a reasonable move. Let's take. And I will go here. Maybe he should have taken with the f-pawn. Tried to open up that file. That actually looked better. Knight back to c5. Now I can play this queen d2 move pretty comfortably. I wonder how the challenges will go for Magnus tomorrow. What order they're going to come in and who are the lucky players that get to play, because obviously people are going to be jamming the challenges for that. Okay, could play bishop h6 here. A simple rook d1 type move also comes to mind. I think I like bishop h6 though. Getting rid of this dark square bishop is usually a solid plan. But now let's centralize. Possible knight d5 coming up. It's a little bit better for me, but not much. He's still solid. Yes, Magnus is streaming at 1500 Central European time. Queen e8 looks odd. I mean, I think this is begging for this move to be played. Because now he certainly doesn't want to play bishop takes d5. I take with the pawn, and he's pinned down the e-file. f5. Oof. Well, I gotta take, but now knight takes c7 just looks nearly winning. I guess he... Oh no, bishop takes f3 he doesn't have because I'm on his queen. How do I want to do this though first? Maybe I should play bishop takes g7 to begin with. That might be the cleanest. Yeah, let's play bishop takes g7 and probably now knight takes. I'm just... Again, looking at the consequences of some queen g6, bishop takes f3 idea, but I think it should be good for me. And he plays queen f7. Well, queen g6 looked more fighting. Queen takes d6 here. Or knight d4, maybe even simpler. This d6 I think is weak no matter what, so let's just make sure he can't play bishop takes f3 and mess my pawns up. Ah, Don William, if you get the chance to play Magnus, you take that no matter what, even if you completely embarrass yourself. Once in a lifetime opportunity, potentially. Okay, take f5, take d6. Win the house. Also, if he steps to g8, I have knight h6. And he resigned. Okay, thanks for the game mechanic. Yeah, f5 was just too reckless there. Opening up the e-file. I was saying in the opening, I think e5 looks like a good move to me, but after I take en passant, you should probably take with the f-pawn. I think that makes more sense, and then open the file. Maybe I could play e5 against this move. Oh no, my bishop's hanging. So yeah, I have to attend to the bishop first to play something like bishop g5 or queen d2. But I like this better for you. You control the d5 square and position's a little more coherent. All right. So let's do one more challenge. Where'd all my challenges go? Is it really only Mike? What happened to Ruxy? Oh, did everyone bail on me? I could have sworn I had like 10 challenges going here. Ruxy, are you there? I'll give you a game, Ruxy. Otherwise, I gotta go with Mike, because he's waiting. But you were asking earlier. Well, okay, let's play Mike for now. Let's play e4. Good luck, Mike. Let's play a Smith-Morra gambit. This is for you, Popter, if you're still watching. I'll try to avenge your loss in our game. Even though I declined the Smith-Morra. Okay, bishop c4, all standard stuff. e6, main move here. Don't play knight f6 because it allows e5. Don't play bishop g4 because it allows bishop takes f7 check. Yeah, everyone might have canceled it after the previous game. We have another challenge from Victor. Okay, e6, let's castle. I'm never so certain how to play these positions. If black plays all the standard moves, knight f6, bishop e7, etc. Plays knight e7. Looks a little odd. I mean, I could play bishop f4. Plays knight g6. Seems like I can attack d6 pretty quickly, so I'm going to try that. Maybe bishop g5 was also possible. But yeah, if he plays bishop e7 and castles, still looks fine. I guess on knight b5 he can play e5, so maybe that's not an issue. Probably bishop g5 was more testing, actually. That might have given him more issues. And of course, in playing the Smith-Morra, you can't forget about the thematic knight d5 move, but here I fear it's not going to be too effective. All right, let's play queen e2. Oh, the engine was a fan of your position, Don William, until you played g4. Yeah, that was getting rather late in the game. You're under some time pressure at that point. Hey, Lee Chess on YouTube. This is really exciting match versus El Nino, Anton. Yeah. I started off 5-0 and I proceeded to lose. 6.5, 8.5. Okay, here I can take d6, I think. Yeah, I can take d6. But I think we were both surprised how huge of a lead I built up immediately. I mean, it wasn't like I won 2 games or something in the beginning. It was 5 games in a race to 8.5 points. So significant lead, but I couldn't keep that pressure up. Oh, he resigned. He had blundered his queen. Queen takes b2. Okay. Yeah, I think, Mike, you're doing just fine in that position before you played queen b6. So maybe just play a6 here. Pretty helpful move. Stops knight b5. You could also always think about playing e5 here to block off my bishop. I feel like I always play these positions a little suspect, because I know guys like Mark Esserman, the Smith-Morra master, would prefer to play this much more dynamically. But yeah, e6 is the main approach here. I don't think I've seen e6, knight e7 combined like this. But like I said, maybe bishop g5 was a bit more testing. All right. So, eventful stream today, guys. We had a few technical issues just getting off the ground, but we were eventually able to do it. I was busted in a few games, a couple games at least, that I managed to win against Popter and Onam. Really good game, Onam, by the way. Onam was rated in the high 1400s, but played twice their rating in that game. Well, maybe not twice, that would be a lot, but you played really well, Onam. So thank you for the game. And congrats to the 2 players who beat me. I believe it was Area 51 and Dave Franklin. Well done to you guys. And yeah, a lot of stuff in the pipeline for me lately, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm just finishing off this 100 endgames you must know material. Probably be working on it for another couple of weeks. So enjoy the Banter Blitz with Magnus Carlsen tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I hope to be back with another Banter Blitz relatively soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.